live stream is there.
Atha Churadi. Wow, the 10th class. Chura stay to steal. Churadharanihi. So this is different from Anyanta, the causative. Ni. So Ni is applied after the Churadi Dhatu. So Chur Yukta.
Sorry about that.
So this Ni is different from the Anyanta Ni. This is not causative. So Churyukta Ni Lagudvasya Govinda and Chori. Then we decline it normally. Chorayati.
Yeah.
We just insert shap here.
Because Chori becomes a new Dhatu, right?
Bhusanantadya dhatu. So it says here, Sankshodhni, since Ni is one of the Sanadis, Chori, the product of Churyukta Ni, is treated as a new dhatu. The Ni that is applied after the Churadi dhatus is a Swartha Pratyaya, and that merely conveys the dhatu's own meanings. So, Ne Rubhaya Padam. Anyanta dhatus are Ubhaya Padi. So, Ne Rubhaya Padam. So, this rule doesn't apply to the Churadi dhatus. Which become Anyanta dhatu by Sutra 781, because in the Churadi Gana, in the Dhatu part, the dhatus are listed separately as Parapadi and so on. So, according to Jiva Goswami, it's not for Churadi dhatus. But others, he says that they consider it. Chorayati, Chorayati, and Chorati they make. Chur, Yuktadi, Chori, again, they, and we delete E by Antahara.
Hello, Nidada Ramadhatuke.
Antahara, Nidada Ramadhatuke. So, Choriyate. Churi Yuktani and Chori Dhatu Puramat. Ang. Nishri Drusru. Kamibhyam. Bhuteshe Kartari. So we have Ni here. So insert Ang and then Dhatu Dvichanama Dakshya Sanam Yangshu. So interesting.
This was so confusing for me when I went back through it, because I remember, because this came with the Dhatu Kam, Kamerning, and I just remember not liking that Dhatu, just doing the cards, but not really paying attention. And it was also confusing because you only had the one Dhatu as an example. So I had to wrestle with this and all these Churadi examples for some time.
So this is becoming Vamana by
Ashashrid ita udvasya Vamanaha.
Ashas.
When it's not Shas, when Ni comes and it's not Shasu or Ridanta, sorry, Ri as it, Ridanta, then the Udava becomes Vamana.
This was at Adadi? No.
Commanding.
Atmapada section, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, Atmapada section. Yeah. Commanding Nirharo Nirada Ramadhatike Ashashpradita Udavasya Vamana. So Lagu Yukti Datokshara Parasvinarasya Sanyamita Karyam.
So it becomes Vamana, and then Laghu Yukta. Then it becomes Trivikrama, the Nara, by Tatparasya Nara Laghos Trivikrama.
Yeah. So we apply all those other things. What is that?
Laghu yukta dhatu akshar
Karyam, and then we can't apply Narama Rama Hasani because it's not Arama, it's Udama. But then Tatparasya, what is followed by Ni and Ang, what has Ni and Ang as its para, then the Nara becomes Trivikrama. Tatparasya Lagos Trivikramaha. Yeah.
So we make it Trivikrama and then we delete Ni.
Oh yeah, then we do Nerharo Nirada Ramadhatuke.
Achuchurat. Achuchurat. Then Churiptani, Chori, Anal. Aneka Sarveshwara Kasa bhi hum Amad Hokshaji. And Null, so Idvam, not Idvam, Dadanatasi Govinda Pratyay AI, Chorayam Asa.
Excuse me.
Choryat, deletion of Ni again.
Because Yat is a Ramadhatuka.
Yat. Chorayita. Krita Sangshabdani. Uddhava Ri Ramasir. Uddhava Ri Rama is replaced by Ir. So Krit Yuktani. So Kirti. Kirt, it turns into Ir. And then Dhatu Rava Pragidutos. Kirti Yuktatib Shab Kirtayati. The word Kirtana also comes from this Krit Dhatu. Kirtana. Krit Sang Shabdane. Uddhava Sri Ramasir. Earlier Sri Ramasir Kansaro. That was Vamanari.
No, that's Trivikrama also. Yeah. Sri Ramasir comes out, but it's not the Uddhava.
That was at the end.
Yeah.
So Kirtayati. Uddhava Sangyasya Ridvayasya Rirva Ang Parinam. Uddhava Ridvaya optionally becomes when Ani which is followed by Ang follows. So in Bhutesha, Krit Yuktani Yuktadib Dhatu Purmat Neshri Drusru. Here it will optionally become Vamana. So when it does become, then we get this Achikritat. So the same things. Dhatu Dvichanam and Kavarga Narasya Chavarga Naramaha and turns into E.
Lagi the Dakshara Parasya Narasya Nimitakaryam and then Narasya Rama. Narama Rama Hasani. And then Tatparasya Naralagos Trivikramaha.
Nararama Ramasani, right?
Yeah, Narama Rama Hasani.
So it becomes
Rama Hasani.
And then it becomes Trivikrama.
Tatparasya Naralagos Trivikramaha.
So Tatparasya Nara Lagos Trivikramaha and
then we delete Ni.
Yeah. And
yeah.
And when it remains Trivikrama, so it becomes Uddhava Sri Ramasir.
Yeah.
And Dhatu Rava Prag, Dhatu Darshanam, Narasya Kavarga Narasya Chavargaha, Narasya Vamanaha, and Nirhara Nidada Ram Dhatuke. Here we won't apply those rules because Ka and then this is Trivikrama E. So it's not Laghu Yukta Dhatu Akshara Parasya. That's why Chi also remains Vamana. And we get Achi Yuktat.
Oh, yeah. I see.
Because ki has the Vaman Trivikramani.
Yeah.
Achikirtat.
Oh, yeah, these are gonna take some time for my brain to
Yeah.
wrap around just that set of rules.
Hmm. Yeah, I remember having the same experience with those sutras.
Yeah. But basically the whole Nyanta Prakarana is gonna be this, right?
Hmm.
Pretty much.
It
And
will
then
be.
exceptions to this.
Yeah, it's coming up. The next section is all Niyanta.
Yeah. So anyway, by the time I go through that, it'll be clear because it'll, so many examples. It's just a
Hmm.
matter of running the process long enough that the variables are there. It's just kind of a new set of variables
Yeah.
compared to what we've been working with before.
Katha. Katha is the next one. So Katha Yuktani. Aramahara Ramdhatu ke.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Kathi. Yuktatip Kathayati. Acha
Mm-hmm.
Kathat. Again, Nishid Rusul Kamibhyam.
What is that? These are expressed in a that person that goes to Vikramaha. And then there's another sutra. Oh, it's Natu Dashavatara Darshane. What is it? I think
Ang Parinam.
Ankare now Natu Dashavatara Darshane. So that's why we don't apply anything here because we have Dashavatara Darshana. In Kata,
Where?
we delete the Arama Haro Rama Dhatuke. And so then we can't apply any of those rules in that section with Ni. So it, the
So it
the
becomes
in
Acha
the
Katha.
nada doesn't become E and all of that.
Acha Kathat.
Mm-hmm.
Then Gana Sankhyaane to count. Ganayati. Gan Yukta E. Udhava Ramasya Vrishindra Nrsimha. Why don't we apply Udhava Ramasya here? Udhava Ramasya Vrishindra Nrsimha. Is it because that A is this Hara and the influence is still there?
Yeah, that's why. It's not a Mahahar. I remember reading that. So it's Stanivat, it's still there. And that's why we can't. Maybe it'll come in the Riti when we the end of this one.
So Ganayati and Ajaganat, the same thing here. Parinam Natu Dashavatara Darshane. Some they make it Ajiganat also. So then Spriha Ipsayam, Spriha Yuktani, the same thing here, Sprihi, and yeah, so it's the same thing actually, Sthanivat, because they are not making it's Govinda.
Yeah, they'll mention it. Either Amrita will mention it, or I remember reading it in this section. And that's the whole point. They give a sutra, actually, or they give a shloka explaining why.
Okay. Sprihayati. Apasprihat. So, apasprihat. Artha Yachyayam.
Yeah, that's from the shloka, actually. The shloka was given
that shloka
earlier.
went behind this one.
There it is, yeah.
Aglopitvam sthanivatvam chadantatva prayojanam yatra tvete na vidyate tatra lopa vikarnam. Dhatus and in at parama, so that there will be aglopitva, dashavatara adarshana, and so that there will be sthanivatva, the related arama being treated like the original. However, where the aglopitva and sthanivatva produce no effect, the deletion of arama is optional.
Which basically means when you have a satsanga in the dhatu, like with artha, like we're about to do, since it has a satsanga, then you're not actually blocking Vishnindra or anything, because we can only do that to the udavas, so it has no effect. So then it becomes optional.
Okay.
It's confusing. When I first read this, yesterday I was looking at it, I was like, what does that mean? Very bewildered.
So, Artha, two options by Allopa Vikalpa. So one time when a is deleted, we get arthi, so shap, arthayate. And when we do not delete a, then arthi, hri, vli, ri, nui, kshmaya ramebhyah. Puk ya lopo govindascha nau daridram vina. When ni follows, puk is inserted. We remember puk studying there. What was that sutra in Shabda Prakaranam? Hidagama. No, Tinmitau Sarvatra Atmamu.
Oh.
In that vritti.
Tinmitau Sarvatra Agamau.
Shnavam Vina.
Shnamam Vina Gantikischa.
So there
Tatra Tinmitau. Wow, I have to review.
Tatra Tinmitau
Sarvatra Agamau. Shnamam Vina Gantikischa. So Ukant.
Yeah, so this is Ukant. So when ni follows, puk is inserted after the dhatus. Ri, bli, rin, ri, knui, kshmai, and after dhatus ending in a except daridra. Like words like snapayitva, snapita, ityadi, we insert this puk. And when puk is inserted, here ram is deleted. In the case of knui and kshmai, and govinda is applied. So I was just thinking of this book, I think 2 days back. Arthayuktani. So the other option when a is not deleted, so we get Antasya Vrashnendra Nrsinge, and then we insert puk here by this Arti Hri Pli Ri Knui Kshma Ya Ramebhya Puk. So this is Arama. Puk Yalopo Govinda Sharnau. So Arthapi. Shap and Arthapayate. Arthapayate. I'm still thinking like why it's allopa vikalpanam.
Because so if you look at the dhatu, artha, if we delete a, the deletion of a doesn't have any effect, because already since there's a satsanga, the ra rama in art is the udava. Whereas if there was no satsanga and you deleted a, then what you're doing is you're blocking the Vishnindra that would happen by Antasya Vishnindra and Nrsimhe, because you delete a. And if it was just, say, let's hypothetically say the dhatu is at, and it's Chorarigana, then when you would have Udava,
Antasya.
Not Antasya, because it's at. You'd have how am I?
Lagudavasya.
Lagudavasya go no. What is that? To make the Vishnindra on the
Udavaramasya.
Yeah, Udavaramasya Vishnindra and the Simhe. So if you delete the if I could write this, it would be easier.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying though, right? Here, 1 second. Yeah, let me just share my screen and I'll write it. 1 sec. Okay. Okay. So we have artha. You can see it?
Yeah.
So with artha, when we add ni, then if we don't delete the or we delete the because of this oh my brain. Why do we delete the again?
Ramahara Ramdhatuke.
Yeah, Aram Hara Ram Dhatike. So now that doesn't make a difference over here because the only thing we could apply would be, somehow I'm drawing a blank on sutras right now, even though I use this sutra all day, every day. But what is that for Vishnindra? If the Uddhava is Arama,
Uddhavaramasya.
Uddhavaramasya, Vishnindra Nrsimhe. So we can't apply that anyway, right? So it doesn't make a difference.
Okay.
And so since it doesn't make a difference, we get an optionality. Whereas when it does make a difference, like
optionality of deletion of
whereas in Gana, when we delete it, it makes a difference because and it's Stanivat, because we could apply that here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So they're saying all lopa vikalpanam, it's optional when it doesn't matter. Like when it wouldn't make a difference, when the Stanivatva doesn't actually like affect the rest of the dhatu. And when the deletion.
But even when we are deleting, then because we are still considering it Sthanivat, so anyhow we are not making any change. It's not still affecting because of Sthanivat concept.
But the point is the Stanivat is actually having an effect, which is stopping the change. But with Artha, the Stanivat doesn't have any effect. It doesn't matter whether it's Stanivat or not, because there's no change that you could make to this, even if the O wasn't there. That's the point. So since the deletion and the Stanivatva doesn't make a difference, then it's optional. And that gives us the two optional forms. Whereas with Gana, the Stanivat has a prominent effect because it's stopping you from doing Vishnindra here. And so therefore it's not optional. At least that's the way I understood it. Because I was looking at this, I was, what in the world does this mean? You know, it was really bewildering me why there was an optionality here. Maybe we can read, there might be more of a thing, but that's what I understood from it.
Sankshodhana, there is no Sankshodhana here. Due to the Aglapitva, the Sannimitha Karya and so on will not take place in accordance with the prohibition of the Dashavatara Darshana. And since the related Rama is Sthanivat, Daudhava cannot take Govinda Vaidavita Sundan or Vishnindra Vaidava Ramasya Vishnindra. For example, Kunayati and so on.
Yeah.
The word ete in the second half of the verse means Aglopitva Sthanivatve. And the line Yatra Tvete na Vidyate means Yatra tu Ktayo Karyana Samavid, where they produce no effect. For example, in the case of Earth, Ankh, and so on, treating the deleted Rama like the original serves no purpose, since the Vishnindra is already impossible as Rama is not the Uddhava. Okay. And the Aglopitva serves no purpose because the Sannimitha Karya is already impossible, since the syllable belonging to the Dhatu is not possessed of a Laghu.
So that's the other half of it.
Okay, because Satsangat Purva Vamanapi Guru. In this case, at least.
So the first one is that we don't have anything that could undergo Vishnindra as the Uddhava, and the second one is because we have a Guru syllable. So Sannimitta, it can happen. Okay, that was the part I didn't understand.
Thus, since the Aglopitva and Sthanivatva aren't required for blocking the Sannimitta Karya and Vishnindra here, the deletion of Rama is optional in these cases. Thus, in the case that Rama is not deleted, Antasya Vishnindra missing is applied and hook is inserted by the next sutra. Okay. So, Arthi Hri Kshmaya Ramabhya Pukya Lopo Govindashchana Dritramina, and we get Arthapayati. Artha Yuktani, again to things. So this is the, okay.
This also is so confusing.
This one?
Yeah, because it when we do Dvitvam or Dvirvachana, then we do the second half instead of the first half of the dhatu because
Oh,
of
that is Nabadara Varjasya, that one.
yeah. What Sarveshwara Aditvaita Satsangari Nabadara Varjasyanya.
Varjasya.
Yeah. I was looking at this Prabhu and I was like, what is going on here? Because even the way it's written on the thing, it just, yeah, it was very confusing.
Okay, just a minute. So, when A is deleted, so Artha Yuktani Yuktata Dhatu Puramat Sarveshwarada Vishnendra Prasanga Matre, they are not doing that here. But
They
I think we
will.
should do that. They will.
Yeah.
No, actually, they are not doing it. They are just doing the Shavtare Katmake.
Oh, well, it should be done. Yeah, that doesn't
they
make
should do it.
Yeah.
So Sarveshwarada Vishnendra Prasanga Matre Dhatu Puramat and Nishidru Surkamebhyo Ang. And then they're applying the sutra Sarveshwara Ditve Tu Satsanga Adi, because Ra and Tha are Satsanga. Navadara Varjasya Anya Bhavasya. So they are not taking Ra and then taking Tha. And they are taking Tha, yeah.
Because it's Stanivat, so they're reduplicating it with the
Oh, yeah.
That was part of what was bewildering me, because I was thinking, are they duplicating just the Vishnu Jana and putting it after? But I was just totally bewildered about what was happening. But
so the deleted Aram is Thanivathe.
Yeah.
And yeah, so Sarveshwara Ditvedu. I think, is this the first time we are using this?
Yeah, it is. That's why it was so confusing.
So
it's 400 sutras ago, and I've never used it. So then, what? Harikadgasya, Harikamalam, Harigoshasya, Harigadanarasya.
And the Shavdharikatmake ni is deleted. Nirharo Anidadav Ramadhatuke. And Artha Thata.
And what is that? Ang Pare Nauna to the Shavatara Darshane. So we can't apply any of those things because we deleted that.
Ang Pare Nauna to the Shavatara.
Yeah.
So, Artha Thata. And when A is not deleted, then we insert Puk first. So Antasya Vrishnendra Nasange and Arti Ri Vli Ri Knu Kshmaya Rame Pukya Lopo Govindascha. And then
now Daridramina.
Now Daridramina.
Yeah.
Here they are doing this. Sarveshwaradir.
Yeah, I think just a mistake on their part.
Then Dhatu Purmat, Nishri Drusyu, everything, and again the same thing.
And then yeah. We just apply those other sutras as well, because we didn't delete the
So what are the sutras they are applying?
So Lagu Yukta Datakshara Parasya. No, first Ashashrid Ita Udavasya Vamanaha. So we get tap instead of tap. Then Lagu Yukta Datakshara Parasya, Narasya Sannimita Karyam. And then since it is we have Nararamasya Ramahasani. And then Tad Parasya Nara Lagos Trivikramaha. And then Nerhara Ramadatuke. Arti Tapata. Arti Tapata. Such a strange form.
Arti Tapata.
Yeah.
Anka Lakshane goes like Artha only because it's also like Satsanga.
Yeah.
And so Ankayati. It should be Ankapayati also, no?
Yeah, they didn't put it, but he even gave that as an example in that vritti. or
So it should
Amrita
be
rather.
Ankapayati also.
Yeah.
So Arti, 1 minute. Arti, re. Yeah, Ankapayati because it will be
Yeah.
Aramant.
Mm-hmm.
So then Ankayuktani. Okay, so this is the same thing. Anchakat and Anchikapat.
Mm-hmm.
So like before.
Mm-hmm.
Yujasam Yamane. Yujadir Nirva is optional after the Yujadis. So Yojati and Yojayati. Bhu Prapto here. So this was the one we were declining. I mean the Karmani Prayoga in the Bhadi. Bhavayate and Bhavate. Oh, that was different. Okay, so this is different. Bhu, so Ning, so Yujadar Nirva, this is one of Yujadis. So when it is applied, we get Bhavi, Shap, Bhavayate, and when it is not, then Bhavate. Yeah. So Churadis, Yuja Sanyamane, Pricha Sanyamane, sorry, Pricha, Pricha, Shahamarshane, Ira Prerane. This Ira is Ira,
Prerana, right?
Prerana.
This is what that comes from.
Yeah, the word
Prerana.
Prerana comes from Ira. Li Dravikarane, Vriji Varjane, like Varjan,
Yeah.
Varjita, Jivayohano Jara, Richa Vyojana Sampachanayoh, Shisha Asarvopayogi, Viyukta Shisha Atishay to excel, like Vishesh and so on. Tripa Prinane, Chada Avarane, Mi Gatau, Kratha Hingsayam.
So does that mean V in Shisha there? That's you only see that dhatu with that upasarga. Just
Viyukta Shisha?
yeah, it's interesting that they're listing that as one of the dhatus.
Yeah, like
Rather
Vishishya
than-
Day and like
Yeah.
So in that meaning, to excel, V is there. V Purvak Shishtati.
Yeah. It's only considered a yujadi when it's
Yeah.
upasarga though. Interesting.
Then Hisi Hingsaya. Grantha Hingsayam Bandhanecha Ang Yukta Shadri Prapto. Asanna. Yeah, see, Asanna is Ayukta Shadri. It means reached or attained. Shrantha Sandarbhe, Grantha Sandarbhe, Apri Lambhane, Apta Prapta, Viyukta Tanu Dairghe, Vitanyate, or Vitanvan, like that. Vad Sandesh Vachane, Mana Pujayam, Garha Vinindane, Dribhi Bhaye, Dribha Sandarbhe, Marga Anveshane, Kathi Shoke, Kathi Shoke, sorry, Kathi. Mriju Shauche, Thrisha Prahasane, Bhu Prapto, Mrishate Tikshayam, Tapadahe, Vadabhashane, Archa Pujayam, Ardha Hingsayam, Shundha, Shudhav, Shundha. Bring Avarane, Dhum Kampane, Bring Tarpane. Wow, that's it.
Hey. Nice. Yeah, I will take the next today and the next 2 days, 3 days to try to get as many of these sutras down so that when we go through them on Monday, when we start, it's not a big headache. Yeah.
Yeah, it will be interesting. I like
Yeah.
Sanadi out of all these secondary dhatus. Sanadis. Yeah. So Niyanta is there, Sananta, Yanganta, Chakrapani, 4, and
Dhatu.
then Nam Dhatu 5, and there's Upendra Vidhi 6.
But another 130
How many?
sutras.
426.
130 or so, right?
150.
Like 920 or what is it? 930?
Like here it's from 426 till 483. It's like 150 some sutras.
Yeah.
And then comes Karaka. Yes.
Yeah, I'm excited. Just for the pace change also, I'm very excited.
Quite a pace, actually.
This has been, I feel accomplished, I mean, we're not done yet, but I feel very like emboldened and accomplished to have come this far through and to be nearing the end of the Akyata Prakarana. It kind of feels like a rite of passage. Like I feel like, oh yeah, I'm actually a student of grammar, I'm not like on the fringes deciding whether I'll do it or not. Now it's like I've bled too much. I've cried too much over this to not identify as a student of grammar now. So that feels nice. That feels nice. It's been a lot of work.
Okay, then Niyanta resume on Monday. Prabhuji.
Okay, Prabhuji. Okay, Prabhuji. May you all have a nice night.
you all.